guys, welcome back to Race Day and Real Talks. Today we are here with Harri Reynolds. Hi.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
We're
How
just
are
gonna
you?
yeah,
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. How about you both?
yeah,
Yeah,
good,
good, thank you.
good.
Good.
We're just gonna ask a few questions today. Nothing too serious. So
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
How did you get into racing?
I got into racing through my dad. So when my dad was 17, he did rallying. So something completely different really to the circuit stuff that I do. And then throughout the years, my dad's done very well with his rallying, and I think it was only natural then for me to give it a go. So at the age of 10, he bought me my first go-kart. Um, and it was kind of that's where it started for me, and yeah, I got in my first races, and then I loved it. So it was yeah, it was only natural I was going to do more.
That's cool.
Yeah. Who would you say is your biggest inspiration?
Oh, definitely my dad.
Good
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
for that.
What is your favorite track that you've ever raced at?
Um, I'd say Knockhill probably. It's very good for racing. So yeah, I enjoyed that, and I've done well there as well. So yeah, it's definitely been fun. But I did also enjoy Barcelona. I got to drive. I didn't race it, but I enjoyed driving there as well.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to race in the wet or the dry?
I'd say the wet. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
If you could race for any team in any series, what would you pick?
Um, I'd say JHR in British F4.
Fair enough. It's a safe answer.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
What is your go-to karaoke song or favorite song?
Um, I don't know if karaoke song. Like, favorite song, I don't know at the minute. I've got a playlist that's just like I'm throwing in songs here and there, like, and then I get bored after like a day.
Oh
So
yeah.
Yeah,
there's
same.
like there's like 50 songs I could choose, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Hang
you
on.
can check if you want to. You don't have to like on the
Yeah, yeah.
spot.
Let me
I
have a
feel
quick.
like whenever someone asks me that, I blank completely on any song.
Um, I tell you what, all the TikTok songs at the minute. So like, the Black Eyed Peas are coming back on my playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, there's lots of rubbish on, yeah, to be honest.
fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather win at Macau or Monaco?
Monaco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you weren't a racing driver, what would you be? Or what
Uh,
would you be kind of doing?
I think if I was to stay still in motorsport, I'd say a driver coach or mechanic outside of motorsport. Um, well, I live on a farm, and my granddad used to farm, so I think being a farmer would be pretty cool. Still getting to drive
Yeah,
tractors and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, but to be honest, when I've been growing up through school, I wasn't thinking of anything other than racing. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fair.
yeah, I don't really know.
That's fair enough.
Farmer's still cool.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
something different as well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You've raced under quite a few numbers in your career so far, but what would you pick as like your main race number?
that's a good question. I have not been asked that before. Um, well, I'd say 77 is probably like my favorite. I haven't used it in cars at all, but in karting that's what I started with. And I'd like to go back to it at some point, but just waiting for the opportunity where I get to pick again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your dream car?
Uh, road cars isn't really my thing as such, but um, I like Toyota Supras. I think they're quite like the modern ones.
Yeah.
They're quite cool. Um, I like an Audi R8. So something quite simple, but yeah, I, I don't know. Something that goes quite fast, but isn't
Yeah.
like a Bugatti and stuff. I think they're just a bit overkill, really.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
So say you're in the sweets aisle in like Tesco's or something, what are you picking?
Probably too much.
As a shout.
Oh, um, don't know, maybe like to be honest, but it changes every time. But I always go for like the like the aero like mint ball things.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I love them.
Oh yeah. I always go for them. They always like, and then but yeah, it's probably too much is my answer.
That's fair enough. What do you do to get into the zone before like going for a race?
Um, well, we look through our data, so that sets me in the right mindset. I know what I need to improve on. Before then a race, probably about half an hour before, I'll do my warm up. So yeah, that helps me get in the zone because James Headley says to us, um, how you warm up is how you're going to be mentality in the race. So we've got to make sure we're focused then for when we get in the car. But other than that, I don't really do anything. I don't have any rituals or I don't really do anything that switches me on really.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Um, Say you're at a party with every driver on the British F4 grid. Who are you putting in charge of music?
I don't know the music taste of anyone really out the team,
Yeah.
but who would in the team, um, maybe Joel because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time in the car with him traveling to circuits, and his music isn't bad. It's okay. Rowan, I wouldn't trust at all with music or anything really. Um, on the rest of the grid, I wouldn't really know. Maybe Leo. I think
Yeah.
Leo would be pretty good on music.
Fair
That's
enough.
fair enough.
Yeah. What do you tend to do between races on a race weekend?
Well, I probably should say the typical racing driver things of training and sim.
Yeah.
Right, so now they're out the way. I don't know. I like to. Well, I've I've been a lot of the time traveling around with the team. Although I've not been racing, I've been working as a number two mechanic. So I'm still always at a track. So recently I've spent barely any time at home. But when I am at home, it's nice to spend time with family as much as I
Yeah.
can. But I'm also working for my dad as well, so I get to spend time with him then as well there. So yeah, I'll do anything really. I'm easy. It's nice to be at home, but I'm also enjoying traveling a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this could be a very basic answer, but who's your favorite character from Cars?
Um, Probably just Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expected. What is your go-to film or series to watch?
Um, at the minute, I'm liking. I don't know if this is gonna be a good answer or not, but at the minute, I'm watching Ginny and Georgia, the third season.
Oh, I'm in the middle of watching that right now, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm watching F1 Academy, obviously, or F1 the
Yeah.
Academy. Um, yeah, but one that I've watched in the past is The Wolf of Wall Street. That's uh, yeah.
To shout.
Yeah. With Cadillac joining the F1 grid, what drivers would you pick to race for them? And it can be any driver in any series.
Um, I'd pick Ricardo. I think that's a favorite that
Yeah.
everyone likes, really. Um, and then maybe like a rookie. So, I don't know. I'm quite a big fan of Paul Aaron, so I think it'd be nice
Yeah.
for him to have
Yeah.
a chat. So, yeah, Ricardo and Paul Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you learned most in the past year or so?
Oh, I've learned a lot to be honest from JHR. Yeah, well, in the last year, I've learned a lot about single seaters in general. So through the data and stuff, learning a lot about something completely new from the Clio and that I drove last last year and from everything else I've driven. So that was a lot to learn. But I've learned a lot just in general about motorsport and the way I should approach sponsors and things like that. And yeah, I think as I'm getting older, I'm just picking up new things and learning lots in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, yeah. Um, if you had to pick any driver, past or present, to be teammates with, who would you pick?
Um uh oh uh it's probably not a very popular. Oh, I don't know. I like him, so I'll say Jamie Osborne. I was teammates with him in Janetta Juniors, and we always had a good laugh. I know everyone would probably for that question pick like Max Verstappen or Senna or someone, but no, I know
Yeah,
I'm with Jamie Osborne, so I'll pick him.
Yeah, that's
that's fair
good.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live?
Ooh. When I was younger, I wanted to live in Dubai. That, but now I don't know. Maybe Monaco. I really like the look of Monaco. And it's typical racing driver, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone will say Monaco because of the taxes.
Yeah, oh, I'm not thinking. I'm thinking it's a lovely place, but yeah.
Yeah.
I also enjoy where I live now. I'm in a very like out of the way area, so it's very
Yeah.
nice as well.
Nice.
What advice would you give to someone starting their motorsport journey?
Enjoy it. That's definitely the key thing because it does get really tough. Although at the start it might seem easy and fun, like in the karting it's nice. It's cheaper and it's easier to do well and whatever. So if you enjoy it, then you're going to pick up more as well. You're going to learn a lot faster. Yeah, because it does get tough throughout the years, and yeah, I figured that out no, the last few years with motorsports. So yeah, just enjoy it, and yeah, that's the most you can do really, and the results will come with that.
Yeah, I think that's great advice to give someone.
Yeah.
Um, if you were stranded on a desert island, what three things would you take with you?
Oh, I'd say the Silverstone circuit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably a pretty big island, but I'd say
yeah,
I'd take 'cause that's the thing really.
Yeah,
Um, I'd take an F4 car to go on the circuit. Obviously, I need that testing. And then my engineer. But
that's
yeah,
actually a shout. Get some practice in.
exactly, yeah. If I was stranded, I might as well do something worthwhile.
Fair enough.
exactly.
I mean, we've had a bit of mixed. Someone's in a boat just to
Yeah,
get on
Yeah,
yeah,
from the
that's
film,
fair. Yeah,
right?
I get that. Yeah,
Assuming they know how to sail and do all that stuff, but you know.
yeah, yeah. That's a point.
um, yeah,
yeah. I
I think
think
that's everything.
that's all our questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
everything we got to.
But yeah, good luck for the rest of your races this season. I'm not sure how many you've got, but good luck for them.
Yeah,
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not too sure either, but we'll see. Yeah,
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 yeah. Thanks
thanks.
for being in.
No
thank you.
problem.